This week, the escalating tension between India and Pakistan remained at the epicenter of concern for the entire world. The prevailing sense of animosity between the two neighbors gained momentum when the Pakistan-backed terror group Jaish-E-Mohammed launched the most deadly attack on Indian CRPF personnel on 14 February 2019. The attack followed subsequent airstrikes by Indian Air Force on Jaish-E-Mohammed terror camps based in Pakistan. Islamabad, instead of appreciating India's effort in countering terrorism, retaliated by sending its fighter jet into Indian airspace in order to target Indian military bases in Kashmir. In this edition of NWSA, we bring you a compiled report on India's fight against terrorism and Pakistan's unprecedented reaction on it.
The last week of February 2019 was full of action in South Asian region as the two most powerful countries of South Asia engaged into semi-warlike situation. The only difference being that as one country was fighting against terrorism, the other one was fighting for terrorism. Following the dreadful event of 14 February 2019, Indian Air Force carried out a counter-terrorism exercise against Jaish-E-Mohammed by launching a series of airstrikes in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa with an aim to strike the terror camp deep inside Pakistan. In just over 24 hours after the strike, the nurturer and defender of terrorism, Pakistan reacted vigorously and sent its fighter jets in Jammu and Kashmir in a bid to take revenge of Indian airstrikes on Jaish-E-Mohammed camps. Jaish-E-Mohammed is the same terror group that carried out the suicide bomb attack on Indian CRPF personnel in Pulwama.
In an intelligence-led operation in the early hours of today, India struck the biggest training camp of the Jaish-E-Mohammed in Balakot. In this operation, a very large number of Jaish-E-Mohammed terrorists, trainers, senior commanders, and groups of jihadis who were being trained for Fidaiin action were eliminated.
The airstrike seemed to be an essential part of counter-terrorism action by India following the recent attacks. It was specifically carried out in Balakot, Muzaffarabad and Chakothi regions of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa territory of Pakistan. The story of terrorism in South Asia took a dramatic turn when Pakistan retaliated to an attack by India that was solely aimed at destroying the establishment of terrorists residing in Pakistan. Islamabad is in state of denial and confusion, as at one side it refused to accept that the airstrikes brought any harm to them, but simultaneously, on the other side, it not only warned India of retaliation against the airstrike, but also sent its F-16 fighter aircraft in Indian airspace with the aim of bombing Indian military establishments along the borders in Kashmir. As Indian Air Force detected a Pakistani fighter jet hovering over Indian airspace, the Air Force responded instantly.
India had informed about counter-terrorism action it took yesterday against a terrorist training camp of Jaish-E-Mohammed in Pakistan, based on credible evidence that Jaish-E-Mohammed intended to launch more attacks. Against this counter-terrorism action, Pakistan has responded this morning by using its Air Force to target military installations on the Indian side. Due to our high state of readiness and alertness, Pakistan's attempts were foiled successfully. The Pakistan Air Force was detected and the Indian Air Force responded instantly. In that aerial engagement, one Pakistan Air Force fighter aircraft was shot down by a MiG-21 Bison of the Indian Air Force. The Pakistani aircraft was seen by ground forces falling from the sky on the Pakistan side.
Even in such a grave situation, Pakistan government seemed to be mostly unaware of the real facts. Prime Minister Imran Khan although claimed that the Pakistan Air Force has shot down 2 Indian aircrafts, but nearly after a few hours its lies got exposed when it was revealed by the Indian administration that there was only one Indian aircraft in action which was flying to confront the F-16 fighter jet of Pakistan. Pakistan even denied accepting that it used F-16 aircraft to unleash attack in Kashmir, but its incorrect facts were blatantly exposed in a recent joint press conference by Indian Navy and Indian military and Indian Air Force.
There is enough evidence to show that F-16s were used in this mission through the electronic signatures, and thereafter the Pakistan is trying to hide this fact. Also, parts of AMRAAM air-to-air missile, which is carried only on the Pakistan F-16s, was recovered east of Rajouri within the Indian territory. Therefore, the fact remains that one F-16 of PAF was shot down by IF MiG-21 Bison.
As India and Pakistan's relationship becomes even more strained, people in both the countries are anxious and expect for peace to return between their nations. Both countries ordered airstrikes over the last 2 days, and it is the first time in history that two nuclear-armed powers have done so. The international community remained a keen observer of the nail-biting event in South Asia this week and is also playing an active role in admonishing Pakistan to take credible action against terrorism.